Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So you already know the Dollar Tree has been looking a little bare lately, and at least in LA and Vegas, not much on the shelves, and honestly I wasn't expecting anything new. And don't worry, this channel is not political, but let's be real, with all these tariffs going on, it feels like the Dollar Tree can't even escape. But then one day I came across this brand new product line tucked away in the beauty aisle, gel polish kits and makeup, all from the Dollar Tree. You know I had to grab it and test it out, so today we're going to see if these budget gel nail kits are actually worth trying or if they're just another Dollar Tree miss. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let us nail this.
Let us nail this, yeah, we say fly. Budget friendly nails, watch the colors shine. Trends on deck, hold so fresh. Slaying every look, we don't do less.
Alright, let's get started. Now I want to address something. There's a little bit of a controversy when it comes to buying gel nails at the Dollar Tree, and really, is it worth it? People are saying that you can buy kits cheaper on Amazon, which is true, but you gotta understand there are certain people that do not buy online and only buy their stuff at Walmart, Dollar Trees, and any kind of drugstore. But I've been dying for Dollar Tree to have gel polish, but not at the price point of $4. Which these kits are. I was hoping they would be like $1.25, but it is what it is. So I've already started to open the gel remover kit, and you get a scraper to scrape all your jelly bits off, and you get your remover, which is going to be kind of a thick consistency, and it's a pretty heavy bottle. And they give you a 7-way file, which is pretty cool. So after you take your gel polish off, you can go ahead and give yourself a little manicure. But I'm going to use my own file to buff away the gel. And the next kit I have now is the Cat Eye Gel Starter Kit. And looks can be deceiving, but this does not come with any kind of magnet gels. It just comes with the base coat, top coat, and a magnet wand. Now the magnet gels are sold separately, and they're actually 3, and I did not get the silver one because I didn't think I needed it, but then I regretted it and went back, and this is what it looked like. Yes, it was empty. I went back the next day and there was nothing left. One thing to keep in mind with the gel colors is that with all the gel colors, you get the same silver or the same glitter for each kit, but a different base color for the effect you want. So the gel polish is pretty thick, which could be a good or bad thing. Only thing I'm thinking is that if you're not really familiar with painting with gels, you can put too much on your nail and undercure, but it is also good because you can do really thin coats and build the color up. Now the metallic gel is slightly thinner, but it is thick, and metallics aren't my forte, so I'm not for sure if that's a good or bad thing at all. This color is definitely jet black, even though on the bottle it does not seem like it's a black color. I thought it was like a dark gray. But as far as the metallic color, it is exactly the same as the one with the pink bottle. Just be aware that in each magnet kit, you're getting a different base color, which is black, pink, and gray, I believe. And then the magnet color is going to be the same in each kit. Last but not least is this gel color kit. Now this one I'm so excited to use because what got me was the pictures of the nails on the box. They're so pretty. Now in this kit you get a gel brush with a plastic bristles, which I do not like, and you get a pink gel which says solid gel, and it's kind of tiny. It's not that big, but I'm okay with that. I'm excited to see this color, and oh my god, this color is so pretty. It matches the box. Oh, it's a little watery, which I wasn't expecting. I was hoping it'd be a little thicker, like, you know, builder gel in a bottle, but we'll work with it. We'll see what we can do. But the color is so pretty. As far as the glitter gel, it does not match the box, but it's still iridescent and pretty. So I am a little disappointed in that though. So the first kit I want to try out is the gel remover kit, and this one is a little bit different than the ones they do have in the drugstores, which are kind of like you put the oil in and it breaks down the glue. This one just breaks down anything that is gel based, so you can actually break down polish and also soft gel tips if you wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and paint my nails with the base, metallic polish, and a top coat, and then we're going to test out the gel remover. So before you put on the remover, you want to file the nails so that the remover can actually penetrate the nail polish. Alright, let's get ready to apply this stuff. Now, there is one thing that it doesn't mention on the back of the box, which is basically do not let it touch your skin. And I think that should be very important to put it on the back, but they're not going to put that. They just say keep it out of, the way of children and all that stuff, but definitely don't let it touch your skin whatsoever. So I have a little hack that I do to prevent it from touching my skin, which is petroleum jelly. And you know what? If you do not have petroleum jelly, that's fine. You can use cuticle oil just as a protectant around your cuticles. I just like petroleum because it's slightly thicker and it's a better barrier around your nail. But I am a little heavy-handed here, but you don't need to put that much, but definitely put a barrier around the nail. Now we are ready to apply the remover to the nails. Just make sure you're very careful at not putting any on the skin. This stuff is pretty thick, so make sure you're covering the whole nail with the product. Once you've done that, just lay your hand flat, wait about 5 to 10 minutes. Usually you'll start to see it bubble a little bit, and then you should be ready to start scraping it off. During this time, you definitely don't want to use your hand, so don't scratch your face or pick up anything, just keep it flat. Now I've had it on here for about 6 minutes and I haven't started to see it bubble that much, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can start scraping it off. Even though I didn't see much bubbling of the product, it's coming off pretty easy, which is kind of shocking. Normally this stuff takes about a minute, but the box did say to wait about 5 to 10 minutes, but it's doing a pretty good job, so I'm not mad at it. If you decide to get this, I would say it's not a bad buy, just be careful when using it. But if you don't feel comfortable using this product, no worries, you can just do a regular acetone soak or even get the Dollar Tree, I believe it's the foil soak-offs or the plastic soak-offs, those work just as good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and spray a paper towel and clean the nails thoroughly. Off camera, I'm also going to wash my hands. So the next product I would like to test out is going to be basically the gel nail application with the gel color kit. I have some Dollar Tree nail tips here and I'm going to start with the thumb first. I'm not going to do the whole hand yet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply a thin layer of the base coat, which it also states on the back of the gel kit to do so. So after the base coat, it says to basically do a thin layer of the gel, and it says if you're doing a LED lamp, it would be 1 minute and 2 minutes in a UV lamp. So make sure you're reading the directions. But let's keep it real. This stuff is really, really thin. And if you want the color that's in the pot, you're going to have to do a lot of layers. So because of that reason, I have decided to float the product so I can get that color. I'm just making sure right here that it is nice and cooked, okay? I don't want anything undercured, especially because this is a new product for me. So I'm going to do this until I get the desired color that I want in that area. So here I'm going to remove the tackiness from the gel because I'm going to file it. Because I focus a lot of the floating in the nail base area, it's going to be a little uneven. So I want to smooth it down just a little bit. Even though I filed it down to be a little bit more smoother, it's still going to be uneven, so I'm going to use the base coat to level my nail out. And I'm going to do this until I get the desired thickness that I want for my nail. So I'm satisfied with the thickness of the nail, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the tacky layer and start filing. I wanted to show I did use another method to apply this gel. As I told you before, this gel is very runny, so doing this method would be a little bit messy, so I would avoid this if you're not familiar with this technique. Although the product did ooze out, I corrected it and I'm not mad at the results. In my honest opinion, I do believe the floating method is the easiest, but if you prefer to brush it on, that's actually just as good, but it does take longer to build up the color. And with that being said, I decided to do the nails over with the Dollar Tree acrylic tips or acrylic nails, and I used them as tips. I think the shape is just gorgeous and I don't have to do a lot of shaping when they are already shaped, so that's perfect. I'm going to do the floating method for all the nails, but in retrospect, I think I should have did the floating method from top to bottom on the nails, or the complete nail is what I should be saying. That would have saved me a lot of time versus me doing, the floating method, half of the nail, and doing the rest with the base coat. So let's get started on the nail design. I've been dying to do a butterfly set, the black lines with the white dots. I'm going to try to do this with the metallic nail polish, so let's see how it comes out. So my final thoughts on the Dollar Tree Le Merci, not for sure, but Nail Pro kits, honestly, it's both a hit and a miss. The miss for me is their press-on nail kits. They're okay, I didn't buy any, but the Dollar Tree sells press-ons of the same quality for cheaper. And the nail kits themselves are a little confusing. For example, the magnet kit only comes with the base coat, top coat, and magnet wand. So in order to get the full experience of the magnet gel, you have to buy the magnet gel color and the starter kit separately. If you're anything like me, you'll probably grab one thinking you're good to go, only to realize later you need the other one too. Been there. But with that being said, if you're someone who mostly shops in store, the top coat and base gel are definitely a hit. You can use them with regular polish and they perform really well. Now I have to say I really like the gel color kit. It's not exactly beginner friendly, but the pink color was super pretty and I definitely will use it again. So my conclusion, it's not a bad buy if you're picking it up in a store, but if you're looking for a full kit, everything included, you can find cheaper and more complete options on Amazon. Alright, so that's it for the review. Let me know in the comments, do you think Le Mercier line is a hit or miss? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!
Tips and tricks, keep your nails on fleek. Drop that comment, tell me what you seek. Like, subscribe, let's grow this crew. Hit that bell, got more for you. That is